Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Murmuri from here again, or not good afternoon. In my location, it's still morning, I think. Yeah. In any case, good day to you guys. I'm going to do another book review. This time, I'm going to review the book of the author that goes by the pseudonym EA Koetting. Most of you know him, and this is called the Book of Azazel, Grimoire of the Damned. I have that book. I have a copy of that book, an e-copy of that book. And yeah, let's see, where do I begin? Most of you know EA Koetting, or the sorcerer that goes by the name, the pseudonym EA Koetting. But for the very few of you that don't know him, you can just Google him. In any case, just look him up on any search engine, and you'll find out who he is and all of that. In any case, he's an American black magician that has written a couple of books, and I'm going to review one of them, which is called the Book of Azazel. This video I think is going to be short because there's not a lot to say. In short, the Book of Azazel simply involves EA Koetting. In that Book of Azazel, EA Koetting tells the story of how he made a pact with Azazel, and Azazel became his patron, or at the very least one of his patrons, and all the good things that Azazel has done for him.
Hey, fuck you today, fuck you, big boy.
I'm sorry, just ignore the ringtone. Yeah, and all the good things that Azazel has done for him, and all of that, all the good things that Azazel has done for him, and all the help that Azazel has given him, and all of that, and how Azazel has enlightened him and shared his knowledge with him, and how he has access to a good deal of these spirits that are subservient to Azazel, the infernal spirits. So basically, Azazel's legions, the Azazel's legionic demons, if you will. In any case, from the perspective of an occultist, yes, this book is practical. Specifically, the last part. The first part made for a good semi-horror novels kind of style, novel kind of story. Because that's what it was to me. I don't mean this in an offensive way. I enjoyed the story, so honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's true or not. But even if it isn't true, I honestly, I could care less. I couldn't care less if I tried. I just don't care that much on whether it's made up or something. It's just a nice story. You know.
Hey, fuck you today, fuck you, big boy.
Similar to watching a horror movie. The last part of the book is interesting. That's when it turns into a real grimoire, because that's where EA Koetting lists more than a few of the spirits that are the infernal spirits that are subservient to Azazel, and these spirits are practical to work with, and they are handy and convenient. They can be that, all of that. Examples that I can give are, for example, the infernal spirit Salasash, who falls under Azazel, just like the other ones that I've worked with. He's one of the ones that I've worked with, and I have worked with Salasash more than one occasion. Salasash, as an example, you can also find him on my website. I did a video on him as well as an article. He is Salasash is one that specializes in seeing to it that people get money as quickly as possible, and that people get money as quickly as possible, and you can use him as an operator. I have worked with Salasas for I think 3 or 4 occasions, and Salasas has given me a good deal of things. Okay, Salasas has really helped me out in situations, and he has given me he has seen to it that I've gotten what I wanted, with, generally speaking, in less than a week even, or a week at the most. And generally speaking, Salasas is good for things in the short term, not so much the long term, because that's when he'll start making changes that you might not agree with, changes that might benefit you. But again, you won't get a good feeling with it. That's what I experienced the last time that I worked with Salasas. So yes, he is more good, despite the fact that he's good for things in the long term as well as the short term. I would still suggest that he is good for short-term dealings, but not in the long term. And like I've mentioned numerous times before, like I've said numerously before in other videos and so on, demons in general, infernal spirits in general, are good for short-term goals, but not so much for long-term. things will start to go wrong or awry in the long term. Again, that doesn't have to be the case. It also depends on the individual, but generally speaking, that is the case. In any case, like I said, that's an example that I can give on the book of Azazel. There are plenty of other spirits listed in there that EA Koetting lists that fall under Azazel, with capabilities that one could use, and everything ranging from offense to defense, ranging from spirits, I think, dealing with illnesses, or spirits being able to control people or influence people, and so on. Okay, it's just an infernal grimoire, not just, but metaphorically speaking, just an infernal grimoire. But it's still worth one's time. Okay, so I'm going to leave links in the description below where you can buy it, purchase it, and so on. That's all. Bye.